on these items. So they came in, Convatec came in, and they were their reps were very upfront. Even they initially didn't really know which way this was going to go or how severe it was going to be, and so we kind of worked with them. But I was upfront with them too. It says, well, I'm going to have to contact your competitors. I can't be left high and dry, and they understood. So, we're trying to work through this whole thing. It's been frustrating, to say the least.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way. Just in terms of, obviously, Convatec have quite a range, and they have their wound care and then their ostomy section. Do you split that out when your GPO is negotiating, or do you kind of negotiate a whole a whole package deal with them that you're getting their wound care and their ostomy, or do you have prices for sort of the wound care supplies that you can get, but then a separate sort of negotiation goes on for their ostomy products?
Well, what the GPO does with us, all the hospitals, is they come in and they look at our inventory. And, the GPO, I mean, they're representing, I know in our region, they're representing probably 70 hospitals. So they really, dot their I's and cross their T's, and they come and visit each and every hospital to see, what's the common product that everyone's using, what are the little different products that some are using, maybe others aren't, maybe some hospitals can, switch over, maybe get rid of a SKU. So we feed all our information to the GPO, and they in turn prepare, a report, be it for a Convatec or a Hollister or a Coloplast. So they're well prepared. I mean, they do their homework.
Okay.
And we do have, with that said, we do have input into what we're looking for, and we know what our big users are, and what are the more expensive items.
Okay. Just trying to see if there's any other questions that I had around that sort of area. Is there anything that you think is quite important to know about Convatec, about your dealings with in the past? Obviously, we've placed quite a lot of importance on their sales force, and know that they have been investing. You seem to be quite lucky that you obviously have had quite a good sales representation. But is there any other issues in the past that you've had when dealing with them?
No, really, we've never really had any issues with Convatec, and until recently with these backorder problems. I mean, and the mark, when I know things are going well is when I don't hear any complaints from the clinical staff. And, the nice thing about Convatec is their name recognizable, very much so, throughout the healthcare industry in this country. And, when a clinical person comes to me and say, hey, I'm looking for something in this, wound skin care or ostomy or continence, critical care, I'll tell them, I'll check with Convatec. Here's who I'm going to be checking with. And as soon as they say Convatec, they say, oh, okay, you think they might make something like that? I go, let me check. And once I tell them, yeah, Convatec is in that product line, and there's just that comfort level.
Yeah. And going forward, what would you say would be the main reasons that you would switch from Convatec? Obviously, their fulfillment would be, if they aren't able to fulfill your orders, would be sort of the main one. Is there any other reasons that would cause you to switch?
The only reasons that I can think of switching is, here again, if they can't clear up their current order situation, or if we come across competitor, and maybe it's Hollister, maybe it's Coloplast, that we haven't given a fair shot to, and they come in and they just wow the staff. They wow the clinical staff. Personally, for my position and what I do, I wouldn't want to change from Convatec. But if the clinicians come to me and say, hey, you know what, we've kind of overlooked Hollister or Coloplast. They have a superior product. That's the only way I would switch. For what I'm doing right now, I wouldn't switch. The only way or reason I would switch is if they couldn't clear up their order problems. And the only other way I would switch is if the clinicians came to me and say, hey, you know what, we've met with this company. We kind of like their product line. Let's take a look.
Okay. And in terms of, are you getting a feel for whether or not their competitors are being a bit more aggressive now that they've got this opportunity? Have you seen a sort of change in the last 6 months that they're,